And welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. Yes, we're excited to have you back. But before we get into our big conversation for this morning, because I'm super excited about it, in an ever unpredictable life, the presence of adequate support in times of health-related uncertainties is pivotal. In light of this, Equity Health Insurance presents the ABS policy aimed at providing much-needed reassurance through Equity Health Insurance ABS policy for a monthly sum as minimal as 15 Ghana cedis, not 50 Ghana cedis, 15 Ghana cedis. Beneficiaries can avail themselves to up to 500 Ghana cedis financial support on any hospital admission. The Equity ABS is meticulously tailored and crafted to furnish financial assistance for the duration of hospitalization, thus enabling individuals to concentrate on recuperation without the burden of escalating medical expenses. Waste no time on securing your future with Equity Health Insurance ABS policy today. Contact us on 0503 860 381 or 053 914 619. That's 053 914 914 619 to commence enrollment today. Equity Health Insurance, we say, always here for you. Now let's get into the conversation for this morning. If you're a lover of great pictures or great content, we're about to have a conversation with one that is great at these things. And he calls himself, not calls himself, he goes by the name Leon. Did you correct the last name?
Buhlen.
Buhlen.
Yes, please.
Because I said Berlin. And it spells Buhlen. And you said it's a German name, which means that you're German and Ghanaian.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But it's a fact. You're German and Ghanaian, so you're 50-50, like we like to say it in Ghana. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. You seem to look like, to me, like a shy, don't like the camera kind of guy. But you work with the camera.
Yes, I'm always behind the camera. Not in front.
You're always behind the camera, so you're not used to being in front of the camera. Yes. But how does that feel to always capture people behind the scenes? Tell me what it looks like to be behind the camera every day or anytime you find the opportunity to do that.
I mean, having the camera, being behind the camera is like, you are like the master of what you're supposed to do, like creating stuff. Mm-hmm. So having the camera is like the opportunity to like just, make something, create something, visualize something. Absolutely. And then bring it to life, your ideas to life.
Absolutely.
So I feel like it's a part where I like the most.
You like the most.
Yeah,
you like being behind because you get to be the boss. Mm-hmm. Like the gentleman here. They are deciding the trajectory of the show this morning. Yes. If they decide to put one camera off, we're doomed. The show doesn't continue. Mm-hmm. You like to be the boss. Yes. I see that. Let's talk about your journey to being a creative director and what you mean by saying you're a creative director. When did you start when did your career take off?
At the age of 14.
Oh.
Yeah. Back then in grade, I think 6. Grade 9.
Grade 9?
Yeah, like my final year.
Okay.
Almost going to secondary school.
Secondary school. So. You started from there. What was the motivation? Why did you decide at the very young age, instead of just focusing on your books and eating mommy's food and just chopping daddy's money, you chose to start something as big as being a creative director?
So it was, my uncle is a photographer. Oh. He's like, he's the one who inspired me.
Okay.
So I like the way he like moves around doing stuff, and then I'm like, nah, I need to also do something.
That's something you want.
So I think my dad found potential in like doing photography. He also said I should also start. He sees like a vision in doing this. So I was like, okay, I'll try. So he gave me my first camera. Yeah. Which I started with. It was like a very old camera. But
you know, this is amazing. Please meet the first man whose dad supported his business. Who's that supported his creative business? Because a lot of dads don't appreciate that. A lot of dads would be like, go and be a doctor or a lawyer or something. Yeah. What is photography? But maybe your uncle actually have done very well in that space, so the inspiration is good. So you started off with daddy getting you the first camera, and then you started from where? Tell me, run me through the journey. I just want to hear your story.
Okay, so from grade 9, which was JHS3, my final year. So after I was given the first camera, my first camera, so it was like just me taking random pictures of my friends,
Yeah.
laughing, or just like play stuff.
Yeah.
So I think after I finished school,
Yeah.
I got to this computer classes. So it was
Yeah.
like this classes
Yeah.
stuff. And I told everyone I wanted to be a photographer. People were just laughing.
Yeah.
It was like, it was all kind of weird stuff. People were saying, oh, I'll be taking pictures and taking 10 CD for money, that kind of like stuff.
And cool kids are always very mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids from that kind of space are very, very mean. They'll tell you really mean stuff.
And it didn't discourage me.
Oh, I
kept
did not.
going.
Yeah, of course.
So I think when I got to SHS, like my first day in SHS, my dad wanted me to meet my uncle, who was Uncle Jamal.
Okay.
He's like popularly known as Yaogado. I don't really think you know him, but yeah. So he ran me through like 1 or 2, teaching me the basics, and then just here and there. And then there was this one time, I think he saw I was ready.
Yes.
So my first ever shoot I did was a wedding.
Oh.
I don't know, like it was just a whole big project on his own.
Yeah.
But he just pushed me in and was like, I should just shoot. I was like, I mean, this is my first time. I don't know. I also had social anxiety. I couldn't be standing like in front of people and just taking pictures. But then I was like, nah, let me just do it. So I go in front of people, taking pictures and everything. And then I took exclusives to like one-on-one with the people. And then after my uncle, I go home with my uncle. He was editing. You could imagine how many pictures I took that day because it was my first time too.
Yes.
So he had to like edit every single picture.
Yes.
And then like through that process, I was also like just picking 1 or 2. So like the editing aspect, that's how I learned how to edit my pictures. I was just watching him edit 1 or 2. And then he went back we had another shoot during that week, which was like a football or something. Yeah. And then that one was a whole different environment on its own.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to like increase shutter speed and all that. So through that process, he was just taking me for shoots one here and there, and then
you were learning.
I got used to
Yeah. Oh my God, I could only imagine being jumped onto a project that I had like so huge, but I'm the one being dependent on for quality delivery.
Yeah. And
after that, did your uncle tell you anything about how you did?
He said I did good.
Okay.
He even gave me a camera.
Oh,
so,
he did.
That's what I've been using these days. It's like really good.
In my opinion, I think you have a very supportive family.
Yes,
somehow.
Somehow.
Because at times they give you fire a little. At what point does mommy or daddy or uncle worry about whether they've allowed you on the right path? Do they ever get worried with you, trying other things? Do they want you to do photography or creative, be in a creative space for as long as you want, or they would want you to try a few other things?
So my mom is the kind of person, she's like, follow your dreams, do what you want to do. Yeah. So for her, she's not stopping me. Yeah. She wants me to do what I want to do. Yeah. And then for me, I feel the environment of photography, I haven't really studied it, but I've gotten somewhere, and I understand some kind of like thing now. Yeah. So I feel moving to doing creative directing now is like what I want to do. Yeah. Because I've shot a couple of music videos, and then it went well. So I'm like, I feel that should be the new environment or space I'm moving into now.
Now let's talk about that. The fact that as young as you are, and I don't know your age, I'm not going to be asking. If you want to tell us, fine. Do you want to tell us your age?
Yes, please.
What's your age?
I'm 18.
Look, he's 18. That's 4 years ago you started this. He's a young creative director or creative person, and he's done it all. I mean, young people your age, you don't have these opportunities, so value it. But run me through the celebrities you've worked with. Because I see Stoneboy on the screens. You've worked with Stoneboy.
Yes.
You've worked with, what is this, our in-law? What's our in-law's name? Ira's husband. Kwesiata. Yes, you work with Kwesiata. Kwesiata is our in-house in-law. He's our in-law. We've accepted him. And you give me the names and how you found yourself in those spaces.
So I've worked with Stoneboy, Kwesiata, Black Sheriff, Allergy. Allergy is like my friend. Okay. He's also a musician, like upcoming, but he's popularly known too as well. Slim Kid, A whole lot.
I hear you've worked with
Whole lot.
Family as well. Have you worked with Kiddy?
Yeah, I've worked with Kiddy.
You've worked with Kiddy,
Yeah.
you've worked with Family. Listen, the names are so many. Urefi.
Yes.
You forgot to tell the names. I mean, that is success for you. But how did you land yourself in these spaces? How did you? Let me start with Stoneboy. How did Stoneboy employ you to do his creative work for him?
It was my friend was helping with one of like his shoots.
Yeah.
I think my friend was one of the directors
Okay.
with his music video.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, he has a shoot today. He wants to put me on. And I was like, okay, sure. It was like he wouldn't tell me the person, but I should come. And the place was like really far from where I lived. I was in Tema, and then the place was in way back in Kaswa, Koko BT, like down there.
Okay.
So it was like stressful. It was stressful for me to like just leave home and go all the way there.
All the way there.
Shoot. If I knew who it was, I would have gone. I didn't know who it was, so. But then I just went like regardless.
Yeah. And then when you showed up, it was Stoneboy.
Yes.
What was it like?
I mean, I was shocked, but it was normal to as well for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why was it normal? That's Stoneboy. Yeah, so I mean, what? It is what it is. I'm here. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Was he impressed with your work? Did he like what you did? Did you have any challenges on that set?
No, personally, I
Personally,
didn't.
no. Do we have another photo of someone else he's worked with? So we get, okay, so which one is this?
Kai Sinat. He's like a popular.
Kai Sinat, yeah, when he was in Ghana.
Yeah.
And you worked on that project as well?
Yes, miss.
You were one of the photographers.
Yes, miss.
How was it like? Because Kai, I know you Gen Zs die for him. You people love him and adore him. Some of us, we honestly are still trying to figure out what he does.
Yeah.
But being on this huge one, what was it like?
It was, I mean, after I did that shoot,
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I've made it. I've made it.
I can imagine.
Yeah, working for, like shooting someone big like this.
Yeah.
It was like, it's one of like the achievements I really thank God for.
Wonderful. Oh, I love that spirit of humility. I thank God for, because I mean, we were talking about when he was coming to Ghana, who are going to be employed to work on social media, bloggers. We're actually looking into it. Good job. Anyone else you want to give us another photo? So that's Kai Sinat with Leon and everybody else. This is who?
That's Beach Trap.
Beach
Trap. He's one of the Asaka boys.
Yes. You've worked with him as well. And that as well. And we have Olive the Boy.
Yes,
You've worked with Olive the Boy. You didn't mention. You've forgotten that one. You've worked with Olive the Boy as well. And I'm definitely going to be asking you what the experiences were like. What was it like working with Olive the Boy?
He was a cool person.
Okay.
He's humble.
He's equally young.
Yeah, so it was like the conversation was kind of like normal for me.
You could relate.
Yeah.
But what has been your most difficult shoot ever? That you yourself, when you think about it, you know that if you were not under that much pressure or it wasn't that difficult, you would have been able to deliver well.
Personally, I don't think I've posted any of those pictures. Yeah. But then there was this recent one I shot, which was King Promise.
Okay.
But it was like on stage. He was on stage, and then I was like way back in the crowd.
Yeah.
So if I had like the opportunity to like be around the media space, I would have delivered perfectly.
So you didn't like it. So you've never posted them.
I posted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, because I mean, why not? You did it anyway. Okay, so that was difficult for you. Yeah. But if for a photographer, you and I know that is not as much difficulty to face, because again, there are more intense things. I'm not downplaying it being difficult for you, but you know that when it comes to your delivery, that is just one of the small things you could be met with, which means that thoroughly you've had a good run. A good 4 years of photography and creative, being a creative director. That is amazing. And listen, we're excited about this. But what we do over here on The Plug is plug in amazing creatives, amazing people doing incredible work. And this is an 18-year-old who's just killing it. Listen, look at the people that he's worked with. Stoneboy, dear, you have arrived, my brother. You have arrived. So when yesterday, you can raise your shoulders more. Don't do it too much. How do we connect with you? If someone wants to employ you, someone wants you on their projects, how do we connect with you?
Through Instagram.
Okay.
Which is I am Leon B_.
Okay. I am Leon B underscore on Instagram. If we send you a DM if we send you a DM, we're going to get a response.
Yes, please.
Awesome. Do you have a website or any platform where we can look at the photos that you've posted and whatnot?
Yeah, on my Instagram,
Yes.
I'll just put like my works there. So it's
Okay.
like basically my portfolio
Your
on
portfolio
Instagram.
over there. So just jump on I am Leon B underscore. I am Leon B underscore on Instagram. Please jump on there right now. Let's go support this amazing, incredible gentleman, because this is what we do right here. We'll push who needs to be pushed. He's doing a great job. And listen, Leon, you're doing amazing. Haya, we pray for you. Any special things you're going to be doing this year that we should be looking out for? Oh, she stay on this Instagram. We'll get
Yes,
updates.
you see
We'll
that.
see updates. Now, to you out there, this has been an incredible show. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly on the show this morning. Please stay connected with us on all social media platforms. It's MX24GH on all social media platforms. Please don't miss that one. And also, we're still in the election fever. So just jump onto www.mx24.app/voting voices. And of course, that same for the AM Club. We have lots of things on our website that you could check out on live shows, interactive sessions, great content right there on our social media platforms and our website as well. See you tomorrow. My name is Miriam Udwa Mensa. See you tomorrow from 7 to 10 a.m.